Hi guys, Tracy here, just here to hang out with you live on our weekly team training. Sporting my new It Works gear. Hope you guys get a chance to get some of that. Super cute stuff. We're finishing out May really strong. You guys can tell by the daily shout outs that you're really, taking your business seriously and working hard in the month of May. So, I want to tell you, we've still got a full more than 3 days left in this month, the 29th, 30th, and 31st. And you guys can really push it. I don't know about you, but I'm just following up a ton. I'm making sure that I'm getting those, contact with those former loyals and current loyals to see if they want to reorder to help push through that volume, all of that. Real quick, some of you may notice a little bit of a drop in volume. Just to kind of address that real quick, February, March are big months, and so what you're seeing is a little bit of attrition in some loyal customers not ordering. I think there have been some glitches in the BOGO ordering and the shipping kind of delays may have pushed some of them into, sorry, we're getting a text, into June. And so there's some issues, but for the most part, volume is about where it's supposed to be. So one thing you need to make sure is that you go and check your declines. Go into your reports in your eSuite, go to downline orders, and put the order status to credit card decline, and then search that report and go and check all of your credit card declines and ACH declines and check in with those loyal customers. It could be something as simple as a credit card that they changed or it expired in the meantime, things like that. So check in with them, let them know, say, hey, want to make sure you get your products on the way and you don't miss out on any of your products. Can I help you get your order reprocessed? It's really easy for them to call customer service and have them reprocess the order, but it's getting later in the month and hold times are getting longer as we stretch into the end of the month, as they always do with the month end. So make sure that you do that. Make sure that your auto ship is run. If your auto ship declined sometime during the month, then you need to go call customer service and have them rerun it on the spot. We want you to get a paycheck. An 80 BB auto ship is the law. If you want to be taken seriously in this business, run an 80 BB auto ship. It is the key. You need to have products. You need to be a product of the products. Got to have wraps to sell. You cannot be in the wrap business if you don't have wraps. So I always tell my people personally enrolled that if you want me to take you seriously, if you want my time, then you're going to run an auto ship, because that's how we run this business. We're very blessed to have such a low overhead, and it's critical that everybody is running their auto ship. So we'll check your declines and make sure yours is run, and make sure that we push that volume through for the end of the month, because the more volume you have, the higher your check is, and that's what, definitely what we're after is you growing your check. So push through the end of May, make it happen, go finish your steps to success. I'm not quite done yet. I'm a distributor shortcut. Guys, I am trying hard to expose this opportunity to as many people as I can and be a blessing to someone. It's not about necessarily filling my spots. It's about who can I bless? Who can I provide this, opportunity to? So think about it in that regard, and go follow up with those potentials. The Ruby bonus, the double $1,000 Ruby bonus is coming to an end in 3 days. So go and get those fence sitters and bring them into this business and show them. We're going to talk about, how you try to get to Ruby, the dash to Ruby in your first 30 days here in just a little bit. We're going to make sure that we answer your questions. We have a lot of new team members, and one of the things I want to introduce you guys to, if you're newer, is our 400 Club. Your goal should be to have your personal volume, not necessarily just your leg, but your personal volume, which means all of your loyal customers right under you that you haven't moved, further in your downline and personal orders to 400. It's just a good goal to have. It's how we promote as a team. When everybody gets their boxes to 400, the promotions happen organically, and they're sustainable, and it makes for a very stable organization in the downline. So another good benefit is that you get to be in the 400 Club. The 400 Club is something that everybody should be in. Everybody should make it their goal to be in the 400 Club. And the cool thing is you get added to a super secret page that is run by the top leaders in the company, and they are giving us their best tips and just little snippets of views into what they have done to be successful. And some of the best tips I've ever had have come off of that page. So one of your first goals should be to get to the 400 Club. Plus, you're going to get a cool little bracelet. Sorry, I took mine off already. A great little lime green bracelet that says 400 Club. And then on the back it says, ask me about the rats. And so it's a great little conversation piece as you're out and about and you're doing your daily things, activities that you're doing. So really want to stress upon you the importance of getting your personal volume to 400. Lead by example, make sure your volume is there. Get your team to know the importance of having their volume, personal bonus volume at 400 so that you are in that club, you're getting those tips and the motivation and those amazing things that you can have to grow your business. The thing to it, the kicker is we're not allowed to share the tricks and trades and tips that they give us in that page. If you want to be there getting those tips, you got to be in the club. And so make sure that if you get to the 400 club, you let your leader know and they'll, I have to add you. Please, leaders, don't make sure you're not adding people that I'm the gateway into, so they know who I am, so that I can make sure that you can have your people accepted into the club. They're not just taking everybody that is added. They have to make sure that they are legit and will check by a certain number of people. So anyway, just make sure that your diamond leader upline knows and they can get with me and we'll get you added. So, and we do have some new members to the club, so congratulations to that. But do your best, make it your personal goal to get to the 400 club. You want to be there, trust me. Okay, so as we're finishing the month, we're talking about the steps to success. Make sure that you are not only doing them and completing them yourselves, but you're teaching them to your team. It's important that when you sign somebody, and that's one of our questions for tonight, so I'll kind of go ahead and dive into that. What your first few weeks as a distributor should look like as you're running for that Ruby bonus. Number one, you've got to be excited. You have got to be excited, and you need to get out of the gate pretty good. You need to make sure that you get above all, first and foremost, you need to get those first 4 loyal customers. Not only are you going to get your $120 of free product, but you're also going to get, that's a requirement for the Ruby bonus. So get your first 4 loyal customers. And how do you do that? Besides having a launch party, which is key, you need to have a launch party within your first 7 to 14 days. Get with your upline to plan that, no excuses. You need to call your mom, call your sister, call your best friend, call your cousin, call your boyfriend, girlfriend, call your brother, call your dad, call anybody you can think of and say, hey, I just started this business. These products are really awesome. Would you help me get my business started by being a loyal customer and trying one of these products that I know you're going to love them as much as I do? Guys, that's not hard. It's not hard to do. That's what I can think of my first 4 loyal customers and gosh, I just called some people and I had 2 launch parties and I got my 4, I didn't get my 4 loyal customers in the time frame. Back then I would have missed the Ruby bonus. Can you believe that? Silly me. But I did get those customers. In fact, I went way beyond 4 with the launch party. So you can do that with a launch party, or just calling in some favors, or starting by posting on social media. So get your first 4 loyal customers. Then you want to introduce the business to people. You want to say that you've got this amazing opportunity. You want to pull out the party pad that comes in your kit. You want to pull out the steps to success. And that's all you need to show this business to someone, by keeping it super simple. And anybody can do that. You're posting on Facebook at least once a day. Might I suggest Instagram is another way to help your business take off. So hopefully you've already got some followers on there. If not, you can start building an Instagram following, and there's some amazing training videos out there. So you've got to make sure that you go, go, go. You need to get that Ruby chart out, get with your enroller, pull your Ruby chart out, and make some goals. Write down 100, it's called the 100 list. You need to write down 100 people that you can think of, and even more. I guarantee you can think of more than 100 people to that would either try the product, host a party, look at the business with you, and you need to start working down that list. Contact minimum of 3 people, preferably 5 to 10. You need to be blitzing. Your distributor kit came with quite a stack of blitz cards that you can print labels and put your information on and go out and start a conversation with someone. And when you get the opportunity, hand them a card and say, have you heard of this? Have you heard of It Works? And then that's all you do. That's how you blitz. And successfully blitzing means that you try to get their information to follow up with them at some point. Those are some of the tips that I can tell you. There is no magic. There's no huge secret formula other than the steps to success. You get those steps to success. You teach a team to start doing steps to success. Have your launch parties. Start blitzing. Posting on Facebook. Hundreds list. Get that Ruby chart filled out. That's what your first few weeks in the business should look like, on top of doing your training. It is key. Absolutely key. that you not only do your training, your eSuite training through myitworkstraining.com, that you are plugging into these team calls, that you're in these live team training. There's a link to our newbie webinar that we did. It's about 40 minutes long that really gives the ins and outs, and I would have killed for that information to have it all in one place. So definitely make sure that you take the time to do that. I'm so pleased with the number of you who are taking the time to watch that newbie training and giving me the secret password that's in it so that I know you are taking your business seriously. Everything I just frameworked for you, that is how you start your business. And there's really no other way. Just to add your excitement and your determination and your long-term goal and what you want out of this business, and just the mindset that you're all in, that you believe in the products. Nobody's going to waver your belief in the products, that you believe in the business opportunity, and that you know you're going to be successful in this. That's how you start your business. That's how we all start our business. We all started as distributors. So there's no, I guess you could say there's a magic formula, but there's no magic. It's just get to work. That's the things you need to do. Okay, so another question that we have tonight, we don't have as many questions tonight. How to help new distributors not feel so overwhelmed. The best way to make sure they are comfortable. One of the things that I will tell you is that if someone signs up with you, they trust you. They trusted you enough to come into this business with you, so that it's important that you are there for them, that you are supportive and attentive to your new distributors, that you're not, oh, there's a box full, on to the next. You're never going to get anywhere, and you're going to have so many more quitters than you would otherwise if people that give up on the business because they don't know, what to do and what are the steps. So you need to point them in the right direction for their answers. You don't have to babysit. You don't have to do everything for them. In fact, you want to teach them, you want to empower them to be finding the methods and the answers to their questions themselves. That's what a true leader does. It empowers their team to do that, because then they in turn turn around and do the same thing to their leaders. So make sure that you are attentive to your new distributors and reassuring to them that we're all overwhelmed when we first come in. I don't know a distributor who hasn't come in and basically had some buyer's remorse and say, what have I done? What have I gotten myself into? But to me, one of the keys to alleviating kind of that overwhelming feeling is to plug them into the page. Immediately make them feel part of the family, because our team page has a real nice family feel to it, and we're just a big bunch of goofy people trying to be successful and working these steps on that page. And sometimes we're goofy, but most of the time we're providing information and the things, the steps and tools that you need to be successful. Everything you need to be successful comes in your kit, is available to you through our Facebook pages, your eSuite, your eSuite training, all your It Works Global, the documents that you have, all of it is available to you. You do not have to go and recreate anything, and you need to stress that to your new distributor. All of the tools necessary to succeed are at your fingertips. You just have to add you. That's all that was missing in the equation, was you. Open your mouth, decide what you want to do, and get to work. That's how you do it. But to me, plugging in is the #1 thing that you can do for your new distributor so that they don't feel overwhelmed. Have their launch party. If you're not physically near them, offer to do a Skype party for them. That's something that we can do, where they wrap people up and you can do the party just through FaceTime or Skype or whatever the situation is. So that's another way that you can help them not feel overwhelmed. I can't tell you the number of times I have gotten on either one of our team calls or the corporate calls that we do on Sunday nights and Monday nights, to Show Me the Money call on Mondays, and heard something that just relit my fire and really was an aha moment for me. And that's going to be different for everyone. So it's really key that when the Sunday corporate call is coming, you need to tag your teams and remind them and shoot them a message or a text saying, hey, the call's getting ready to start, to make sure that they know that you care, that they're on that call, that they're getting that inspiration, the motivation, the information, and the tools that they need to be successful. I have a list of my personally enrolled distributors that I work with in my little, handy dandy binder that has all my business organized in it, that I go to the list and I tag, because I want to make sure that they know that I care if they're plugged in or not, that it's important to me that they're plugged in. So make sure that you do that. If you have one distributor, you are a leader. If it's just you, then you are self-motivating and you are plugging yourself in. That's really important too, because if you're in the practice and the habit of it, then you're going to teach your team to do the same thing. So make sure that it's okay that people know when they're overwhelmed when they first start. That's very normal, very typical. But just reassure them that the better they get, the more they get that rap on people, then the easier this business is going to be. The more they blitz, the easier this business is going to be. So those are just a few tips and thoughts that came to mind when I saw that question. Next question, how to get new distributors excited about the end of the month. End of the month is a very crazy, hectic, exciting time in our business. I wish everybody worked as hard at the last few days of the month as they did. I wish they worked all month long like that, like they're working the last few days of the month. So keep that in mind. Work that hard every day, like it's the last day of the month, and you're going to get something in before that clock hits midnight. So help you. But it's important that we convey to our new distributors how exciting it is, and when they roll these promotions out and we start seeing all of these promotions at month end, and that we're excited that we're celebrating on the page with these people that are jumping to the next level, and they see that it is possible and that they can do it, that there's nothing different about what that person who promoted did, that they can do it too. So again, that's a key reason that they need to be plugged into the page. If they're checking that page a couple times a day to see all of the things that are going on. So, of course, when I first got in, I don't know that I totally understood the importance of month end and the push. What I will tell you is that we do this as a team. And sometimes it's going to be my time to promote, and sometimes it's going to be your time to promote. And the key is when it's your turn to promote, we are there as a team. And sometimes if you're helping someone else in their promotion, and then they're going to turn around and help you do the same thing. I'll tell you, nothing irritates me more than when we really go into this business and make it all about ourselves. It is about a team effort. Nobody goes anywhere by themselves. And so you've got to pour into your team, but you need, pour into your entire downline. But we as a downline have got to pour into our uplines as well and complete those steps, get to 400, fight to the end of the month to get our steps to success completed and building our volume and helping those above us who are promoting. And then when it is your turn, trust me, I will fight like hell. When it is your turn to promote, I will go to the very last, second until the clock strikes midnight, and I've done it so many more times than I can count. And when it's your turn, I'll do it with you. And so I just want to make sure that I ingrain in you that this is a team effort. We help each other as a team, and that's going to go both ways. You're going to help your upline's going to help you, and then you're going to turn around and help your downline, and we push each other in that way. Not because, we say, oh, you do this so I can promote. It's because that's how we do it, and then we turn and we do it for other people, and that chain is what makes everybody move up, move their checks up, move their rank up. So keep that in mind, that to me, that's a great part of the business, is that we're together. Nobody is in this by themselves. The ones who are in it for themselves, by themselves, really never get very far, because it's the togetherness and it's the group effort that moves it all forward. Very, very key to remember. So month end, when you see all this craziness going on as you're new, just know that your time is coming. That come a month end here for long, your promotion will be on the line. And you're going to want everybody pushing with you. So kind of ride the excitement as a newbie of all of the month-end stuff and all of these life-changing promotions going on. Guys, that's really all the questions that we had. Just a couple final finishing thoughts that I want you to really go through May and finish strong. There is no reason that you cannot go and finish your steps. There's no reason that you can't follow up with that logo, say, hey, it's month-end, I'm trying to reach a goal. Can we go ahead and get your order in? You're not asking, you're not begging, you're not telling, you're just saying, hey, can I help you do it? Basically you're leading a horse to the water and trying to, and finish your month strong. So if there's any other questions, last minute questions, you guys can pop them in there. Oh, I did one other question somebody asked on a different thread related to Instagram. If you're a big Instagrammer, there's some thoughts and talk out there about messaging people that like your stuff. If somebody likes one of my quotes, this happened to me the other day, and this is why I tell you this. There are some out there who would say anybody who likes any of your posts, including a motivational quote or whatever, you should message them. I quite frankly believe that to be spammy. I don't think that you should be liking. Sometimes I like a quote just because I like it, or I like a picture of somebody's dinner because I think that looks good, or an outfit, or a funny picture, or a pretty picture. I don't need them to message me, and I'm not going to message them. I just thought it was a nice picture. And like our social media guru, John Eric Moser, said, just, double tapping something is basically a virtual high five. So if someone is always, the same person is always liking your It Works pictures, before and afters, business opportunity, then in that situation, it's appropriate to private message them and say, hey, thanks for the love of my picture. Are you interested in this? I noticed that you've liked a few. Are you interested? But kind of leave it at that. Anything beyond that, and make sure that you're referencing the picture that they like, that they made the first like or contact or whatever, because anything beyond that is spammy. I like to quote, and all of a sudden I got a message from someone saying, hey, are you interested in any of the It Works products? I'm like, and I'm, a distributor myself. And so I just said, I'm already a distributor, this and that, but I found that to be very spammy. She didn't know I was an It Works distributor because my profile doesn't say it. So, some of my pictures do, but not everything in my profile says it, and that's kind of how we're coached to grow our Instagram. So that's my 2 cents on messaging people, direct messaging people who like your stuff on Instagram. If they do it on a regular basis, more than once, yeah, I would be okay with that. But just somebody who's liking a random picture or a quote or something, no, I don't feel it's appropriate to do that. That's not what Instagram is designed for. You certainly shouldn't be cold messaging strangers on Facebook, people that you're not direct friends with, people you've never talked with before. That's just spam. You'll get put in Facebook jail for doing stuff like that, and it really gives us a bad name, a bad image. So please don't do that. It's much more about pulling people into your venture. Like we've said 1,000 times, be consistent with your posting and people will come to you. We have this great post going around right now, the product tester post that everybody's getting at least a couple of hits off of. So make sure that you're utilizing that here as we close this month. So guys, if you ever have any questions, make sure that you are plugged into the page. Oh, real quick, this thought occurred to me today. We have a lot of newbies on the page, and sometimes you're on your phone, and I understand that you can't search a particular thing or whatever, but what I want you to do before you ask a question, the team page has a magnifying glass up in the corner, and I can almost with 100% certainty guarantee you that if you have a question, it has probably been asked before. So before you post it on the page, because I want to make sure that our page is for recognition, what is it all, let's see, we're posting revenue, if it's building revenue, if it's recognition or retention, that's what our post should be on in training, not just asking the same questions over and over and over, because it kind of floods our page a little bit. So make sure that you, there's a huge resource available to you, and you want to turn and teach your team to do the same. Use the magnifying glass, type a couple keywords in. If you're going to ask about relief, or you're going to ask about greens, maybe type in this, like a few keywords, and see what pops up. So do a little bit of research first. You may not need to ask that question. It's probably been asked and answered more than once. So that would be my suggestion as we get more and more. This team page is fantastic. It's growing. I love the energy. I love how many people we're adding to it. And I love that everybody is so active and excited on the page. But I just want to make sure that we're getting your questions answered, because sometimes when there are too many of them, the questions get buried and pushed down in the feed and they don't get answered. So also, if you have a few seconds during the day and you're on the page and you see a question that you can answer, then go ahead and answer it. There's no leader level that has to be, you have to be to answer a question. And now if it's incorrect, we'll let you know. But answer that question with the experiences that you have had, and if you can help somebody with something they're requesting, then do it. That page is your page. It's for everybody to use. So guys, I really want to stress, go ahead and finish out this month strong. I hear there's some great stuff coming in June, possibly a new country opening and maybe some new bonuses. This company always, always, always has our back and is always trying to provide those things to help us grow our business, make the opportunity even more desirable. But really what it boils down to is you and your consistency. And there's a great post that I put out on the page earlier today from Ambassador Diamond Lisa K. Fuller. Please make sure that you take the time to read that. It's very, very eye-opening, very motivating, and it really is going to give you some insight into the length of time that this may take you to do. But I really want to stress, 3, 4, 5 years, what is that in the grand scheme of things? If you're really building a strong, powerful residual income, and it takes you 3 to 5 years to do it, So what? I mean, what else are you going to be doing? Making, you know, an hourly wage or making a salary and maybe getting a 1% to 2% raise every year? That's not going to get you where you want to be in life, where you're debt-free and have the freedom to say yes to your kids all the time. So thank goodness that this opportunity rolled into your lap. You just have to make sure that you believe in yourself enough, that you believe in the opportunity enough, that you're not going to give up on it. Because gosh darn it, this business works. If you work your business every day, notice I did not say wish. This is not net wishing. Everybody goes into this business and sees those bigger numbers and sees these top leaders that I want that. I want to be able to do what they're doing. But the truth is, a lot of people are not willing to put the work in. You've got to put the work in to get to those levels, and you've got to not quit. That's rule number one. Take quitting off the table and know that you are in this family, you are in this rat family for the long haul. 3 to 5 years minimum. For me, I'm a lifer. I'm not going anywhere. And I know that I will get to where I want to be. Maybe I haven't moved as fast as I wanted to. Maybe I've moved faster than some other people. But respect the speed of your own journey. Make sure that you're working your business every single day and working it effectively, not just wishing that you were making the bigger numbers, knowing that you will if you're doing that every day. We will be back next week with our team call. We'll hop on a team call and then back here again in 2 weeks. If you have any questions, please, by all means, see us on the page. Go finish your month strong. Go finish those steps to success. Don't forget about our $100 steps to success drawing for anybody who completes them this month that you get to go spend on yourself. Not on your kids, not on your dog, not on your husband, on you. And you have to show us a picture of it. So I can't wait to see who wins that $100 drawing and takes home a big $100 bill. So take care, guys. We'll see you soon.